Apart from capturing aerial views, drone cameras have become our eyes in the sky. Be it strange creatures out on walk or unexpected apparitions.
What the world? What is that?
Nothing goes unnoticed. Prepare to be shocked by these mind-blowing sightings recorded by drones.
What the hell?
On October 20th, 2013, in Mallorca, Spain, some fishermen made a startling discovery. While out on the water, they noticed a creature resting near a landmass in the water. The image they captured was blurry, but it was clear enough to see a creature with a fish-like tail and a mermaid-like body. The fishermen, unable to fully comprehend what they had seen, left the area quickly. The picture spread, sparking debate about what the creature was. Could it have been a mermaid? Or was there another explanation for the strange sighting? The mystery remains unsolved. Hidden wonders. Divers exploring the waters near Port Phillip Bay came across something unsettling. At first, they thought it was just an ordinary reef designed to protect the coast, but as they moved closer, strange shapes started to emerge from the shadows beneath the water. These creatures didn't look like anything they had ever seen before. Was this a discovery of unknown creatures lurking deep in the ocean? When the clip was posted online, the truth was revealed. The strange figures weren't monsters. They were specially designed reefs, which were built to help marine life grow. Memphis Mermaid. In 2012, workers at a dam in Zimbabwe had a strange encounter. While repairing pipes, they spotted a head appear above the water, then followed by a webbed tail that quickly disappeared. Moments later, the full length of the tail became visible, much larger than before. The workers were so scared, they refused to return. Locals believe it was the Memphis Mermaid, a mysterious creature said to live beneath the water. The dam remains a mystery, and the legend of the Memphis Mermaid still haunts the area today. Sea secret. A drone flying over the ocean caught a weird sight beneath the water. A glowing shape shimmered, radiating blue light that blended with the deep ocean colors. As the drone zoomed in, the creature became clearer. It had a fish-like tail, and its arms moved with graceful ease. The figure didn't resemble any known sea creature. Rather, it looked more like a mermaid than anything else. The drone captured several moments of this creature swimming peacefully beneath the surface. A rare glimpse into the unknown depths of the sea. Serpent of Deep. A giant creature slithered beneath the waves, its long body moving like a snake. Footage showed the enigmatic being as it glided through the waters, its form barely visible. Its smooth serpentine movement made it appear graceful yet mysterious. Some who saw the video whispered it could be the legendary Loch Ness Monster, a creature long believed to inhabit the deep, dark water of the world. Others wondered if it was an undiscovered species, hidden for centuries. Mysterious glow. On October 29, 2024, a tourist on the island of Tenerife, Spain, saw an unusual bluish glow in the water. It shone brightly in one spot, moving slowly beneath the surface. The light seemed to pulse and shift as if something was stirring beneath the water. After several minutes, the glow faded away and the water returned to normal. The calm motion hid the mystery, leaving the witness wondering what had caused the strange light. No one could explain it, but the memory of that glowing spot remained, a mystery beneath the waves. Ocean shadows. During a peaceful day on the ocean, a drone captures strange figures gliding through water. Not just one, but multiple humanoid shapes moving with impossible grace. These aren't swimmers or anything humane. Splashing movements and watery trails were left behind. Something strange was happening beneath the surface. The drone kept recording. Each frame showed more than anyone expected. Were these mermaids real or dolphins in a group? The video spread like wildfire online, but viewers knew something extraordinary had been captured. Silent presence. Two friends were driving through the winding roads of Malibu Canyon when an incredible event happened. A strange object hovered just above the ground, completely motionless and silent. It wasn't like anything they had ever seen before. The object seemed to have a life of its own, slowly shifting its shape every few seconds. Its presence felt unnatural and out of place in the landscape. It might have been a being from another dimension or an advanced technology beyond human understanding. Coastal creature. A local on the rocky coastline witnessed a creature that seemed to be out of this world. Its body was a shocking pinkish color, with features that mixed the characteristics of different species. The creature had a fish-like tail, but its upper body looked completely different. Witnesses described it as something between a marine animal and a mythical being. Another similar sighting appeared at a nearby dock and showed a pale creature. Before anyone could get close, it disappeared into the water with speed. Was this an undiscovered species? A genetic mutation? What do you think? Let me know! Marine remnants. A strange video surfaced online showing a person on rocky ground near the sea. Dark, long strands spread in the water, twisting like hair or seaweed. The person appeared to be washing them, but the strands looked unnatural, stretching across the rocks like ropes or thick, plant-like tendrils. The waves crashed around, adding to the eerie atmosphere. As the camera zoomed in, it became harder to tell what was real. It could have been seaweed or some unknown creature, but who knows? Nessie Revealed. A drone caught something incredible in Loch Ness. The famous lake in Scotland finally showed its biggest secret. A giant creature moved under the water, just like people had talked about for years. The Loch Ness Monster. A long neck in the water, moving in a way that shocked everyone. Years of stories suddenly became real. The creature glided through the water. Many claimed it was Nessie. So does this mean the creature's real? The mystery is still out there. UFO Encounter.
Alien! I think it's an alien! I think it's an alien!
A weird triangle-shaped UFO appeared in Tampa's night sky in 2024. People watched in shock as it flew over the city. It moved like it knew exactly where it was going. The UFO wasn't flying like normal planes. It glided smoothly, almost like it was watching something.
Alien! I think it's an alien! I think it's an alien!
Locals grabbed their phones and started recording. The triangle shape looked nothing like any aircraft they'd seen before. Was it checking out the city? Was it from another world? Nobody could explain its weird movements. Ocean creature. Helicopter pilots saw a massive creature in the ocean that day. It was huge, bigger than anything they'd ever seen before. A long body moved through the water like a living legend. A giant fishtail splashed above the waves also. This wasn't a normal sea animal. This was like the marine monsters from old sailor stories. Something ancient and powerful was swimming beneath them. Mermaid Mystery. The Taiwanese Navy sailors couldn't believe what they filmed. A mysterious figure floated in the ocean, moving like it was part of the water. It had a tail that looked just like the mermaids in old stories. The video spread quickly online. People watched and wondered, was this real? The figure moved so smoothly like the water was carrying it. Its body looked different from anything people had seen before. Some secrets are best left in the deep. Forest Guardian. Explorers were shocked when their camera captured an unbelievable sight. A white creature standing in the water, holding what looked like a fishing stick. It wasn't human. The creature resembled a giant albino monkey, moving with surprising grace. After catching something from the water, it walked up into the forest and sat while observing the surroundings. This creature seemed perfectly adapted to the remote forest, hiding in its depths away from human eyes. Haunted Road. A group of friends flying their drone on Clinton Road thought they were filming a normal day, but they were wrong. Under a bridge, a creepy figure sat on rocks, dressed like a butcher, with a face that reminds people of a horror movie villain. The creature noticed the drone and moved with a terrifying purpose, first throwing something at the camera, then following the drone. When the guys drove away, the figure appeared again, like a ghost, determined to chase them. It is said that some encounters are better left unexplored. Dock Nightmare. The night was dark at the dock. Giant ships rested in the water. Then, the camera caught a scene that would haunt viewers forever. Two ghostly white figures appeared out of nowhere. One stood on a boat, its outline barely visible in the dim light, while the other jumped from the boat's deck. But the most creepy sight came next. A creepy, skinny creature was on the ground near the dock. Its body seemed a horrifying blend of human and beast. Locals whispered about skinwalkers, legends of shape-shifting beings that could take on the form of animals or people. The sight of the dock seemed to confirm their worst fears. Was this creature one of them? Beach Mystery. The drone flew high over the beach, capturing a strange sight no one expected. A brownish creature floated effortlessly in the water, moving with grace as the waves gently pushed it along the coastline. It seemed to glide, almost as if carried by an invisible force, with no effort on its part. The creature resembled a giant turtle, but something about it felt off, as though it didn't belong to this world. The drone followed the creature closely, but it didn't seem to notice. As the drone hovered, the creature continued to move with the water, drifting farther along the shore. What could it be? Some speculated it might be a rare sea creature never seen before, while others thought it could be something even stranger, an undiscovered being from the depths. The truth, no one knew for sure. Vanishing Vehicles. A bridge that made vehicles disappear? The internet exploded with theories when one such video was uploaded online. Drone footage showed cars and bikes driving normally, then suddenly vanishing into thin air. Vehicles would turn left and simply disappear. No explanation, just gone. The bridge seemed to create a portal between reality and another dimension. Later, the truth was revealed. The footage had been filmed from above at an angle, with the bridge and river creating a unique perspective. This illusion made it look like the vehicles were disappearing. It turned out to be a simple trick of the eyes, not a mysterious phenomenon after all. Bigfoot Encounter. At northern Maine in March 2021, a drone searching for fishing spots caught an extraordinary view. A giant figure moved through the woods near the water. At first, it was just a blur, hard to make out. But as the drone zoomed in, the creature became clearer. Bigfoot, standing tall, massive, and powerful. It was muscular, moving with purpose and awareness, unlike anything seen before. Locals had always shared stories of mysterious creatures lurking in the forest, but now they had undeniable proof. What was once just a legend now had a face, and it might still be out there, walking quietly among us. Octopus Man. A creature escaped from the LA Zoo. Greenish, with an octopus-like face, it didn't belong to any known species. Drone footage caught what seemed impossible: a humanoid figure with tentacle-like clothes. Passengers in a car spotted it first. It was walking along the beach, moving with a strange, fluid motion. Curious, they followed it and managed to track it down. Eventually, they captured the creature and brought it back to the zoo. Was it a mutation? An undiscovered species? Or a zoo experiment gone wrong? Despite its return, many questions remained unanswered. The creature became a reminder that some beings, perhaps, should remain beyond human reach. Goat Sucker Hunt. A drone flying over farmland captured a shadowy figure moving through the fields. It stood on two legs, but its other features were hard to make out. The creature moved quietly, almost blending with the landscape. Locals whispered it was the legendary chupacabra, a blood-sucking beast from folklore. Worried farmers built high fences and kept close watch over their livestock, fearing the creature's next prey, while scientists dismissed it as a myth. No one knew what it was, but the fear it caused was real. With every new sighting, the once peaceful farmlands grew more tense. The creature's true nature remained unknown, but the terror it caused was undeniable. Barn Nightmare. A drone captured a terrifying sight in an abandoned barn. The rake. It had pale skin and large, dark eyes. It sat in an unusual way, eating an unrecognizable object. Its movements were nothing like a human or animal. The creature noticed the drone and slowly stepped out of the barn. It moved closer to the boys' car as they watched in fear. Suddenly, the drone feed went black. Moments later, the creature appeared right in front of their car. Then, it vanished into the darkness. Could it mean that some creatures reveal themselves only on their terms? Ghostly Night. A guy's drone captured a weird sight at Berkeley Castle. A white, smoky figure moved silently through the ancient walls, leaving viewers speechless. As the drone zoomed, the image became clearer. It looked like a knight on horseback, entirely transparent. The ghostly rider glided through the stone structure as if time held no meaning. No tricks, no edits, just a scary glimpse of a long-lost past. Some believe the spirit could be that of a knight or king who lost his life in a long-forgotten battle, still bound to protect the castle. Forest Mystery. In a dense forest, strange movements caught the attention of a drone flying overhead. Tall trees swayed violently, but there was no wind. It looked like they were being pushed, pulled, or broken by a powerful force. The footage revealed a tree shifting as if it had a life of its own, moving unnaturally through the woods. Speculations began. Could it be a giant hiding in the shadows? Or perhaps a creature like Bigfoot, strong enough to pull through the forest? The camera captured brief flashes of movement, but the true source remained hidden. Roof Ritual. Figures dressed in black were seen on a rooftop, gathered in a perfect circle. Witnesses claimed they were performing a strange ritual. Some believed it was black magic, while others thought it might be a secret gathering for a dark purpose. The way they remained in their positions for hours made it even more unsettling. No one dared to approach or disturb them. The rooftop became a point of fear, with many avoiding the area entirely. Bigfoot Chase. A drone flying over the woods of southeast Idaho captured a mysterious figure. It was running, as if trying to stay hidden. The footage, taken from high above, didn't reveal much. The body was blurry, its features unclear. It could be Bigfoot, avoiding the drone's watchful eye. As the figure disappeared into the thick woods, the mystery deepened. Could this really be proof of the legendary creature? Whatever it was, the woods now feel more alive with secrets. Shadow possession. In January 2022, video began circulating online. The footage shows a woman walking alone along a path overlooking a city. She's carrying a bag, unaware that a dark figure is slowly following her. The cameraman trails behind, capturing the scene as a shadowy form approaches her from the distance. The figure runs toward her, but she doesn't seem to notice. Is she being followed by a spirit? Well, it seemed like. It makes you wonder that shadows could be closer than we think. Strange sighting. A hiker captured a video that has sparked quite a frenzy online. In the video, the hikers cross a bridge over a stream. At the halfway point, the camera shifts left, showing a small waterfall. But when the hiker shifts the focus to the right, they quickly turn away, startled by what they see downstream. A small humanoid creature becomes visible. It stands on a large rock in the river, its long, slender body almost blending into the green surroundings. The origins of this video remain unclear. But one thing's for sure, it's one heck of an unsettling footage. Creepy Encounter. While walking down a remote road, a group saw something strange there. A figure stood there, wearing all white, with a cone-shaped white hat. It looked odd, almost like it belonged to a weird cult. The guys thought it might be part of a ritual. The figure was holding something in its hands, then slowly bent down and put it on the ground, as if performing a strange ceremony. After completing his performance, the guy took off his hat and spotted the camera recording and made the run for it. The guys tried to chase him but lost him, and to this day, no one knows what the guy wearing white was doing that day. Mountain Mystery. A drone high in the mountains caught something no one expected. It showed figures dressed in white, fully covered, standing in a circle. At first, they looked like nuns, but something seemed off. They seemed to be performing some kind of ritual. As the camera zoomed in, something even stranger was captured. Among the figures, there were small, odd beings. They were different, with strange features that didn't quite match the humans around them. They could be creatures from the mountains. Others speculated they were part of the ritual. What were they doing up there? And who or what were the little beings among them? The mystery remains unsolved. Mysterious creatures. A hiker, deep in a snowy wilderness, captured a strange scene on camera. As the footage rolled, two figures moved swiftly across the snow. They didn't look like any animals the hiker had ever seen. The creatures had reptile-like bodies with long tails. Their skulls were alien-shaped, with an odd bump on their backs. They seemed to be running, almost as if they were escaping the cold, searching for a safer spot. The hiker watched in disbelief, unable to comprehend what he was witnessing. These creatures didn't belong in the snow. These could be alien reptiles, or perhaps lizard-like beings, hiding in the snow. 4 in snow. A webcam in Yellowstone National Park recorded an incredible sight. The footage showed 4 huge figures walking through the snow. They moved slowly, like they didn't have a care in the world. But there was one thing that stood out. They were giant, covered in fur, and their shapes looked a lot like Bigfoot. Could it be 4 Bigfoots out for a morning walk in the snow? They were too large to be anything else. Whatever they were not your average sighting. Snowwalker. Back in 1996, a video from the mountains of Nepal caught something that left many in disbelief. It showed a strange figure climbing a snowy slope. The video was filmed by 2 Belgian hikers on their trek through the Himalayas. As they climbed, the camera turned back to capture their footprints in the snow. But then, out of nowhere, a figure appeared on the screen. It was tall, with odd movements, part ape, part humanoid. The figure seemed to shift from walking on all fours to standing upright. Experts believe the creature could be over 9 feet tall. Could this be real evidence of the Yeti? No one knows for sure. Graveyard creature. A man was flying his drone over an old graveyard when he saw an odd occurrence. At first, it was hard to make out, but then he noticed a white creature crawling near the graves. It moved slowly, almost like it was searching for something. The creature's pale skin stood out against the dark tombstones. It didn't look like any animal he'd seen before. Why was it there? The man couldn't take his eyes off the screen. The drone hovered as he tried to make sense of what he was seeing. It wasn't just an animal. This was something else. A rake? Dark figure. In El Salvador, a road camera caught a strange moment after a bad car collision. But what happened next is what made people talk. As the camera kept rolling, a truck drove by. In the background, a dark creature appeared on the back of the truck. It was hard to see clearly, but when the video slowed down, the figure looked like it was standing still. Some people think it could be the Grim Reaper, coming to take the soul of the person from the collision. Others in the area have reported strange things happening after accidents. Was this figure part of something bigger? Woodland ghost. A guy was testing his new drone in the woods. flying it over thick trees. Everything seemed fine until the camera picked up something unusual in the distance. Out of curiosity, he brought the drone closer for a better view. What appeared on the screen made him stop. An all-white figure stood motionless, staring directly at the drone. Its ghostly appearance was striking. As the drone approached, the figure seemed trying to hide. But it couldn't escape the camera's gaze. Why was anyone out there, alone in such a remote part of the woods, doing nothing but watching? Was it some kind of stalker or something far sinister? What's your take on this? Hidden Tribe. A drone flew high above the Amazon jungle, capturing rare footage of a tribe that has never had contact with the outside world. Deep in the forest, they live simply. The men paint their bodies with brown paint made from local plants. Their homes are small huts built from wood and leaves, surrounded by gardens full of manioc, bananas, and papayas. Life here is peaceful, untouched by modern times. But this could change. The drone footage revealed that their way of life is fragile. With everything at risk, their future remains uncertain, hanging in the balance. Ritual secrets. A terrifying video surfaced from CERN in Switzerland, showing a group of figures dressed in black, standing at specific spots around a towering statue of Shiva. Their movements were slow and deliberate, almost like they were following a set pattern. The footage captured the ghostly ritual in full, with the figures performing strange actions that left viewers unsettled. Some believed it could have been a real human sacrifice or something more sinister happening. The truth behind the ritual remains unknown. Forest figure. A group of boys flew their drone over a forest. As the camera zoomed in, they saw a figure standing still in a black suit. It was white with no expression, and its arms were spread wide. The figure resembled the infamous Slender Man, a creature from urban legends. Suddenly, the video cut to black. When it returned, the figure was right in front of them. The boys, parked outside the forest, stared in shock through the camera. Terrified, they sped off, not wanting to stay any longer. Some believed it was a real-life Slender Man, tied to strange disappearances in the area. Others thought it could be an unknown entity, lurking in the woods. Burning water. The ocean shifted as flames erupted from its depths. What looked like a scene from a disaster film unfolded before the cameras, with a circle of fire rising from the water. The surface of the ocean seemed to burn, almost like a portal to hell had opened. Social media buzzed with theories. Some called it the Eye of Fire, while others feared it was something supernatural. In reality, a ruptured natural gas pipeline beneath the sea caused the terrifying blaze. Firefighters worked for hours to contain the flames until the ocean finally calmed. It wasn't supernatural, but it still felt like something beyond our understanding. Graveyard figure. A camera flying over an abandoned cemetery scanned the area, and a shadowy figure appeared, moving slowly between the gravestones. It seemed like a person, but there was no sound, no footsteps. The figure drifted through the cemetery, its movement strange and fluid. After a while, it disappeared into the darkness, leaving the area still. The drone circled the cemetery, trying to capture more footage, but nothing was visible. Some believe the camera captured a lost spirit, unable to rest. The figure could be the spirit of someone who passed away long ago, wandering between the world of the living and the dead. The drone may have seen what no human eye could. Shadow vanishes. In the night, a drone captured an unsettling scene near a street lamp. A dark figure stood motionless, barely visible beneath the faint glow. The camera zoomed in, focusing on the figure. After a few tense moments, it vanished without a trace. Perhaps it slipped behind the pole, but there was no sign of movement. The drone circled the area, searching for any clues. yet the spot remained empty. Some believe that at night, creatures, be they spirits or something else, emerge from the shadows. Was this a ghost or something more mysterious, hiding just beyond what the eye can see? Next time you're out at night, stay alert. You might encounter something unexpected. Open discussion. A fisherman one day noticed a movement in the water. At first, he thought it was just the waves, but then he saw something more clearly. A creature with a fish-like tail rested on the rocks, its tail moving continuously. Its hair moved around. As the creature turned, its face was revealed, showing features that seemed almost human, but not quite. Before the fisherman could react, it quickly slipped back into the water, vanishing into the depths. It looked like a mermaid. Some believe mermaids were once said to sing to sailors, leading them to risk. The fisherman stood in shock, wondering if he had just seen one. The water calmed, leaving only ripples behind. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.